Hello guys and welcome back to The Wolf Among Us. If you've not seen the previous episodes, you absolutely must. It's a fantastic game and it is currently Friday night. I'm tired from work and I have to play this because I'm very curious where this is going to go. Genuinely curious. I don't see how this is going to end up with a good conclusion, like the bad guys all go away. I just don't see it, so I'm very curious. So let's just dive right in.
I mean, your eyes and the teeth. You're not really supposed to do that, are you?
Yeah, chose to let him live.
Not if I can avoid it.
Still don't know what the ribbons do.
No.
Holly's sister, Lily.
I just don't know what Bigby's doing. If he cares about it. If he even gives a shit.
That's why you can't tell me anything. It's the ribbon, isn't it?
We're destroying the tree. No! What monsters are you? What horrible, evil, villainous, warped monsters are you?
That was apparently a very rare decision.
Hey, you're not really gonna send me to the farm, are you?
And that was even
The
rarer.
rules are the rules. I don't get to make them, I just enforce them.
Bullshit.
That was a silver bullet, which is really bad.
Oh God, Bigby!
This time was no joke. Eat as many metal shellings as you see fit, but take just one more silver round near your heart, and the only place I'll be visiting you is the morgue.
Bigby, wait. When you get the Crooked Man, make sure you bring him back alive. He has to stand trial.
Somehow I doubt that that's gonna
Why
happen.
don't you have a seat, Sheriff? We have a great deal to discuss.
And we said, okay, let's talk. I kind of like that they do these intros, remember, last time. But it's very good, because also you have to remember that these were, I don't know how much months were in between these episodes when they were originally coming out, but it could have been a couple of months. So it makes sense to have that. But it's also just in general, if you play one episode at a time, like I've been doing, it's great. Because, there can be a couple of days, couple of weeks in between. You don't know when someone's going to be able to spend time on a game again. And if you're doing it in one go, it doesn't matter. It's not that long.
You must be tired.
So I don't like the
And if my
smoking
memories
indoor.
are correct, you haven't had a lot of rest recently. Please, Sheriff, relax for a moment, will you?
How about he pulls his gun away?
Do you want a drink? Something to eat? Vivian makes a very nice, it's elegant. Really a carpaccio. It's lobster. Sirloin. Well, gramercy me. Take a seat at the very least.
I'm here for one reason, and it's not to eat your fucking food.
You never know the
Really?
Yeah.
tone he's gonna take when you pick something.
What do you think you're doing?
He's gonna...
Mr. Wolf is our guest, and I have every intention of cooperating. So don't waste the silver. Sit down, Jersey. Well, Sheriff, for the sake of transparency, why don't you tell us why you're here? It would help settle everyone's nerves, I think.
Well, you tried to kill me.
You forget what happened at the Pudding and Pie. You and your goons tried to kill me.
I'm truly sorry for that whole debacle. It was not my intention to put you or Miss White in any sort of danger. My wish was merely to take Crane, Sheriff. And as soon as the assignment grew out of control, I put a stop to it. I know that that doesn't change what happened to you, and I can only offer my sincerest apologies.
By law, he wasn't yours to take. I'm trying to stick to the law.
Step my bounds. Won't happen again. And I hope you believe me when I say, Sheriff, that I sincerely mean to make it up to you. The recent murders that have gotten such attention as of late, I don't relish telling you that they were perpetrated by an employee of mine. It's a very unfortunate bit of business, but I promise you that the matter will be dealt with internally. I just want to settle the issue for you, and to assure you that it's over with.
I don't know who did it.
You really don't need to worry yourself further.
Well, who did it?
Unfortunate bit of business. You're gonna tell me right now who killed him.
Sheriff, I have complete respect for you and your job. I hope you know that. But I simply can't divulge that information.
I should have maybe bluffed there,
You
but
really shouldn't worry yourself. As I said, I've got this under control.
No, I'm gonna deal with it right now.
that's not how that works.
What do you think this is? Some kind of negotiation? The man said he'd take care of it. So why don't you take the hint and get out?
Tweedledee, please.
I'm the law here, not you. Now tell me who did it.
That's also not
You
quite how it
think I'm
works.
scared of you? You're nothing more
That's
than a...
enough! I was hoping it wouldn't come to this, but in the interest of preserving our alliance, if you have to know, it was Georgie. However, like I said, I'll be handling the matter if you don't mind.
Well, what evidence?
Georgie.
You got what you wanted, so just...
Sit down.
No, we don't have
now.
evidence. Or motive?
Yeah, I killed him, so what? You should have just kept your nose where it fucking belonged.
Georgie.
Why'd you do it? Why kill
See
him?
if he's like bad guy in a
Does it
movie.
matter?
Look, the fact is, George here misinterpreted one of my instructions.
Misinterpreted?
And I want to make things right. So, let's work something out.
What's there to work out? I'm protected, aren't I?
Your protection has limits, and I think you've far exceeded yours. But you could murder someone in cold blood like that.
You fucking asked me to do this.
and then
you told me
attempt
to
to
kill
blame
him.
me for it. You will be silent while we discuss what to do with you.
This is right bollocks, this. You're just gonna let him do this?
Yes.
So what do you say, Sheriff? Can we discuss terms? You can have Georgie. Consider it a gift, ensuring our continued cooperation.
What the hell?
Take this fucker. Take all of them. I didn't fucking
Don't
start
make
this.
any trouble, Georgie.
Are you seriously throwing me under the fucking carriage after everything I've done for you?
All right.
But I want
Let's
evidence.
talk.
You can't just hand me over. What the fuck is this shit? You said you'd cover for us.
For minor infractions, not murder.
Just go with him, Georgie. You're gonna sink us all.
What's wrong with you people? You're really gonna sell him out just like
You
that?
think I give a fuck if I'm the one? Who the shit do you think you fuckers
Just
are?
get the fuck out of
I
here.
do apologize, Sheriff, but I think it's best if you leave now.
There's no way I'm going with him. Are you kidding me?
Things are about to get unpleasant, and I would rather you weren't here to watch.
You can go join that whore at the bottom of the lake for all I give a shit. But he's not taking me anywhere.
So there's another one somewhere.
I'll roll over on the lot of you before I let that shit happen.
What are you saying?
Yeah, what the fuck? You're gonna make sure we all go down this shitter with
I think
you?
I'll stay quiet.
I told you.
Just let it happen.
This could have gone so well.
He's gonna morph into
To speak
something,
the truth,
right?
I've never been a very good mediator. Why negotiate when you can just decide?
Did I miss anything good? Well, look at you all fixed up.
Well, somewhat. Yeah, how are we gonna survive this, really?
Take this!
You're done, Wolf.
Come on, we're pretty much done here.
Ah, so that
Like to
didn't
say it was
even
nice knowing you.
matter?
I'll be glad to see your insides turned out.
Got him! Now!
Ah, so I think that whoever I picked, the Tweedle brother or... Wow. Okay. Didn't see that coming. Is it from here? That's some real fast... You can probably hear that tapping.
Oh god. Oh. This way.
It's like left or right, I don't know, just pick something. Do we have to? Seemingly. What, he's just passed out now? Well, I guess we do like the violent approach. Though they did kind of force it on us, so...
Shit!
I know.
Okay, full-on action sequence, huh? Okay, very messy. What's his bar at the bottom? What are we doing? It's Shenmue all over again. Just picking any sort of direction that pops up, really. Totally lost them. I still don't know what this bar is. Like, it's very slowly moving. It's gonna be a very long sequence, no? Also, I'd expect us to start bleeding anytime now. Did I just cross the road like that?
Fuck! What was that?
Unless the crooked man was in that car. I was thinking he would have been there, yeah. Damn it. I was thinking that could have been the case.
Take him off!
I can't.
I regret picking this car now.
Gun it!
Are you sure?
Do it!
I'm gonna jump through the window.
He's not moving.
Keep going!
I think if presented left, right, I've always picked right.
Fuck! Ah!
Come on.
Right! Fuck it!
Picked the wrong guy. Picked the wrong car, that is. Can we just quickly look at that? Something left behind? Anything of interest? Not really. Okay, in we go. Cool sequence.
Come
Very
on.
cool.
We can't stay here.
Hang on. I need a minute.
Okay. Can you stand up? It's okay. Take your time. Slowly.
It's no fucking use. No way I'm walking out of here.
How did this happen, Georgie? How did it get this?
Fuck. Well, it won't be your fault.
They'll all land on him. So she's... I think he is the fall guy for her. It's the feeling I'm getting.
Hello, Bigby. I hoped you'd come to your senses. Crooked Man's the one you want. But of course, you're too much of an idiot to see that. Or maybe you just like me too much to let me go. That it, Sheriff? I had to say goodbyes first.
Please, Sheriff. Haven't you done enough? Look at him. He's dying.
Vivian, you don't know what you're doing.
I'm trying to help you here.
You can't seriously want to protect this guy. You know what he did.
I'm not going anywhere. It isn't his fault.
He's a murderer. Faith and Lily, he's the reason they're dead.
Only because
Look,
he said
I
so.
know he made a few mistakes. We all have.
What?
He made sure they couldn't talk with those damn ribbons, and then he killed them. You're wearing one yourself. Doesn't that bother you even a little, knowing that man murdered...
Of course it does. Those girls...
So it's all my fucking fault then?
I didn't mean...
You're gonna throw me to the fucking wolf too? You know I didn't have a goddamn choice. What the fuck? I did what I had to! You can't fucking blame me for that.
Look,
Sometimes you just have to do what you're told. Then it comes back to bite you in the ass because some good-for-nothing crooked bastard decides you're not worth shit anymore.
Why'd you do it then, huh? If it's not your fault, then what the fuck happened?
Yeah, tell me.
Look, Faith and the others tried to pull a run on us. And as you can imagine, the Crooked Man wasn't too thrilled. But of course, the big boss didn't want to get his fucking hands dirty. So he told me to take care of it.
See,
You
now,
think I don't know what that means? Either I do what he says or I'm the one getting dealt with. So
That
I
seems right.
fucking killed him. And I'd do it again. 'Cause it's not my fault. The Crooked Man gave the order. He told me to kill them. And then he fucking sold me out. The both of you can go rot in hell.
Georgie.
You think I'm the one to fucking blame?
That's not what I meant. I was just trying
I know what you were trying to do.
You're still the one who pulled the trigger. Nobody held your hand and made you go through with it.
Fine. Believe what you want. I can tell you've made up your mind. Doesn't matter if it's fucking true or not.
well, you just admitted it, so...
Go ahead and kill me then. But it
No.
won't bring back Lily or Faith. It won't free your friend Nerissa. And I'm just the sap taking the fall for the whole thing. It must be so easy being you. Just come in here and blame me for all this shit. Job's done, right?
No.
George is the bad guy. It's all his fucking fault.
It's him and the one who ordered it.
But what was I supposed to do? You don't know what it's like, Bigby. How could you know? At the end of the day, you're just like him. Coming here, talking about options. Like it was that simple.
You could have done anything else. You could have let them go. You could have freed Faith and Lily from those fucking ribbons instead of murdering them.
Probably they'd
You
end
don't
up
know
dying
what
then.
the fuck you're talking about. If I freed them,
Yeah, tell us. What happens?
what would you have me do? Kill her?
Georgie, don't.
It was them or Vivian. So you tell me, if freeing Lily meant she had to die, do you still think I had a fucking choice?
What are you doing?
I told you, you don't know the fuck about anything.
What are you
So they're
talking
tied
about?
together,
This
two people.
is the original. The girl with the ribbon. I'm sure you've heard the stories.
I've not.
Couldn't take it off, couldn't talk about it. She used her little purple ribbon to make more of them. To keep our girls quiet. To ensure absolute discretion.
You promised you wouldn't.
All that magic is connected to this little thing. You remove hers, and the spell's broken. They're all free.
But
you know
also
what
Vivian
happens to
dies,
her?
probably.
The same thing that happened to Faith. So don't you come in here and tell me I fucked up.
What the hell, Georgie? We were supposed to look out for each other. I trusted you.
You can't fucking blame me. You're not innocent here either.
So
I
they're
know
all
that,
guilty
but
of
did
different
it have
things.
to be like this?
Let them
you
talk.
sold me out.
Welcome to the club, then.
You have to understand, nobody was supposed to die. When we built this place, it was just a stupid idea, a gimmick. Discretion is our guarantee. That's how it started anyway. This was supposed to be our place. We were gonna be in charge for once, and nobody would try to control us or use us. That was the point. Then the Crooked Man showed up and everything just turned to shit.
So, do you get it now? Why I couldn't just... If you still think it's so fucking simple, then you do it. Go right ahead. Kill her then.
What are you doing?
Break the spell. Save the fucking day.
Stop it.
I told you, sometimes all your options are shit.
I'm not playing this game, Georgie. I won't kill her.
Don't talk about me like I'm not even here, please. You think this is hard for you? My life is such a fucking burden on your conscience. Don't I get a say? It's my life. Like it was either of yours to give up in the first place.
I wasn't really...
Just shut up.
You don't get a choice if you're involved in this.
I
Not
know
really.
what I've done.
Wait.
Not about.
I'm sick of everyone thinking that they can just do
That's
what
not
they
what I want
with
to
my
happen.
life. I thought it would be different here. But it's all the fucking same.
Vivian, I didn't mean...
Do you think I wanted to be this person? What I did to Faith and Lily? To all of them.
Vivian, wait.
Every day I have to look Gwen and Hans in the eye and pretend I don't care. I have to forget what I've done to them, what I took away from them. I look at Nerissa and I hate myself.
Vivian.
I can't pretend anymore.
What are you doing?
Vivian, don't. Vivian, no!
Well, that's
No,
that's
no,
definitely
no,
magic.
no.
It's a strong ribbon.
Why'd you have to do that, Vivian? Vivian. Shit.
Jesus, yeah.
Jesus.
Vivian, I didn't fucking mean it. I was just...
Oh, you need a doctor. I guess that's the next step.
Oh, fuck!
Get up. Get up!
Don't think so, Bigby. I'm gonna die here. I think we both know that. Just make sure you give the Crooked Man the same treatment when you find him.
So back to the mirror,
Really
find him
fuck
again.
him up for me, all right? For both of us. You know the bastard deserves it. Make a promise to a dying man.
Why do you care? Shouldn't you be more worried about yourself here?
Just wanted a nice image to part on. Old foundry by the river, all right? Shepherd Metalworks.
I was hoping
He'll
for
be
him
there.
to say something.
Fucking asshole. You want to finish me off now?
No.
Or do you plan to kick me around a little first?
No, I've never
Rip my
kicked
limbs
or
off one
punched
by
you.
one? That's what you want to do, right? Well, whatever it is, just get it over with.
That's not who I am.
No, I'm
Prove
a
it,
goody
then.
two shoes.
No
or
more
trying to be.
games, all right. We both know how this ends. Just make it quick.
Oh. Well, that's one way of phrasing it, to make him suffer, but
What? You're just gonna leave me here?
I won't be a
I
killer.
won't be a killer, Georgie.
You selfish bastard. Fuck you! Piece of shit.
It's fascinating how they make you feel bad about deciding not to kill someone. Someone's gonna be right outside the door, no? I'm very curious what would have happened. Like if you go for the other car with the crooked man, or if you decide to try and take him in the first place. Very curious how different this could pan out. So did we bring Snow with us? No, doesn't look like it. Just us then. Just us versus 2 bad guys. And the D's probably. Nothing else, just a limousine.
Still warm.
Yeah.
He's here, all right.
But why? What's here? Okay, so there's just a door. Okay.
Of course.
A lot of button mashing, no? I'm sure there's gonna be a lot more. A lot more. No, immediately face to face with all the bad guys? Not quite yet. But soon? Now these same packages, yeah.
So this is where they've been sending these.
He like distributes through his portal ability thing? Is what I'm thinking now? Who knows? It's a little too quiet, no?
Bigby Wolf. The big bad wolf.
So big wheel. And a board. I'm sure the board is going to be interesting.
You used to be something.
Well, I guess we look at this first. So she's been investigating us, tracking us. Makes sense.
They used to fear you.
Who used to fear me? And why?
They'd hide anywhere their small shivering bodies would fit.
Torture wheel, okay. With bleach and a giant hammer. That's great. Ah, I thought the walkway just continued. Clearly it doesn't. Workbench. There's like something standing here. I guess nothing important. She's just gonna hit us on the back of the head or something. Silver bullets.
Silver.
The big bad wolf. It's about time you showed up.
I had to take care of some things first.
Little errand boy. That's nice.
Ah, Bigby. I see you made it here in one piece. I do apologize, but I have some business to attend to. I leave you in the capable hands of my associate.
Why is she limping?
Finished, dear.
Don't worry. This won't take long.
Get out of my way now. Don't make this worse.
Aw, he doesn't want to play.
I'm sure you'll persuade him.
Wow, what a man. Stealing punches while my back is turned.
Well, you seem powerful, so...
Fight proper.
Too late. I think we need any advantage we can get against her, considering she can just vanish. And we need to grab those bullets, which are there. Don't go to where she was last seen. Is my logic. Didn't realize I had to hold W to move. Oh, that's fast. She's just teasing at this point. There's a shadow there? No? You can see I'm pressing the button.
Come out and face me!
No, she's just gonna shoot us. Oh, that's just all kinds of uncomfortable. Oh, that just makes me uneasy. I was wondering if maybe it's better to not attack. Okay, more of this. Okay, full alert. Can't look away. This is going to be a super fast QTE. Because there's lots of shiny surfaces, that's why there's more of her, or makes it look like there are more. Okay, guess we're doing this. It's not gonna go well. You just need to run at this point. Like, you can't fight this. Yep. That looks like a game over. Oh wow. I did not expect this. Oh, that's... Still way too many. Like, we can't. But the real one is hiding, I guess. Can we just flee? We need to get a gun and, like, shoot her at some other moment or something. Okay? What are we gonna do? Sniff the real one? We huff and puff. Yeah, that one behaves differently. Gonna stab us. Okay, and now we're just laying there, essentially dead. Okay, that was really cool and also really messed up. So, what can he do if she's working for him?
Hello, Bigby. You look tired.
Give me one good reason not to rip you apart right now.
This gun holds 6 rounds of specially designed silver bullets. Now, I may not be the best shot, but I can guarantee that at least one bolt will meet its mark.
So he seemed to want to talk.
Rolling on the floor in agony, unable to heal yourself. Without Swinehart to save you, you'll die.
Yeah, that's why I'm not attacking.
Is that reason enough for you? Before you do anything with me, I thought I should point out a few things. Snow White wants you to bring me back to the woodlands, doesn't she? And that's what I want. You plan to do what she says, don't you?
That's right. But what happens to you once you get there is a different story.
I'm not quite finished.
I'm not sure about the
You
woodlands.
will bring me back alive. Look, all I ask for is the chance to speak for myself in front of the community.
Yes.
And I'm sure Miss White would agree that I should be given a fair trial. Can we at least agree on that? I will have a trial.
Why would you want
Are
that?
we
Yeah.
clear?
Yeah,
The whole
totally.
town will be calling for your execution.
No, because there's going to be a
Would you
lot of
want me to
people
bring you
who
back
can't
there?
afford
Why don't
glamours.
you let me worry about that?
So that's
Look,
what it's going to
there's
be.
no reason for us to be at each other's throats here.
That's funny, coming from a guy pointing a gun at my head.
This is just a precaution. I'm sure you understand. I'm no murderer, Mr. Wolf. I didn't kill those women. And I think you know that.
Well, you gave
All
the
I'm
order
asking
to.
for is a chance to explain my side of the story.
Well, then what are you?
If you're not a killer, then what are you?
I'm a businessman, not a killer.
There's still a lot you have to answer for.
And I will, as long as you agree to my terms.
Yeah, you get a trial.
Because
That's
I'm not
exactly what I
saying
want.
another word until I'm brought before the community.
Well, police
I don't
first.
mean to belabor the point, but just so we're clear, if you change your mind and decide to do something stupid, you won't get your answers. But you will have a difficult time explaining yourself to Miss White and the rest of this miserable town. You're often reckless, and I worry you're not thinking of the... Let me ask you an honest
He
question.
wants to push him through the window,
What do
doesn't
you
he?
really care about here? Where this case is concerned, I mean. Do you really want the truth? Or do you just want to look like the hero?
Justice.
This is about justice. I'm the sheriff. I have to do what's right. 2 people were murdered.
And you know who did it. Georgie.
And
He's dead, isn't he?
you gave the order.
My point being, the killer has been dealt with. You've won.
Incorrect.
You really think I'm that stupid?
I understand you have an obligation to bring me in, but you can brighten up a little.
That's fair.
So, shall we get going? I'd rather not dawdle.
Yeah, let's go.
All right, let's go. Hand over the gun.
I think I'd rather hold on to it, if you don't mind. What do you say? Fine.
Thank you.
I'm sure Miss White will be pleased. Such a reliable pup. I
Cuff
understand
him.
why she'd want to keep you around.
You're under arrest. You'll be given a trial in front of your peers. And your punishment will follow.
Though, of course, we did kill some people in self-defense. That's going to be a thing, but okay. Very interesting that you get several chances to like hit him and not cooperate.
me?
When is this thing
Are
happening?
we sure he's coming?
Yes, you'll have an opportunity to... He's back.
The Crooked Man.
Thank God.
Motherfucker.
Are you okay? It's been hours. We were worried you'd run into some trouble. At the Crooked Man's place. And after what happened with Mary...
Well, he didn't make it easy.
What happened?
It doesn't matter. He's here. We got him.
We can talk about it later.
We will have
did
to.
well, Sheriff. I'm surprised. Not that you did well, but that, you know... I'm just glad you made it back in one piece.
Yeah, me too.
It's about time you showed up. Now throw this asshole down the fucking well.
Yes, what are you waiting for?
You killed Lily!
She was my sister.
How could
What do
you?
you have to say for
Where
yourself?
the fuck do you get off?
Poor
You think
girls.
you have the right
And
to
what
just
about
do this
Faith?
to
What could
people?
they have
You're a
done to
fucking
deserve
crook!
this?
Nobody's watching
You
him.
should be ashamed.
Shithole.
Everyone, can I have your attention? Thank you all for coming here on such short notice. I know normally we'd schedule a formal hearing, but considering the circumstances, I thought it best if we do this as soon as possible.
That's not good
The Crooked Man is
proceedings.
charged with the murder
As
of
I
Faith
already
and...
informed your sheriff, it was Mr. Georgie Porgy who killed those women, not me.
What? It was Georgie?
Georgie?
I don't mean to interrupt
He gave the
you, Miss
order.
White, but I thought it would be unwise to proceed with such faulty information.
Bigby, is that true?
Georgie may have killed them, but you made the call.
Do I have to explain the situation to you again?
Wait a minute. So you're saying Georgie's the motherfucker who killed my sister? Well, where is he?
Yeah, you're gonna bring that shithead in too, aren't you?
Yes, Sheriff. Where is that rotten scoundrel now?
Is he still out there?
I sincerely hope not.
Well, where is he?
Sheriff?
He
Georgie
suffered at the
paid
end.
for what he did. In the end, there was a fight, and he bled out from his wounds. It's over.
In the pudding and pie.
So
His
he's
body is
dead?
probably there.
That's what you're saying?
I can't believe it was him. So you see, the culprit has been punished. There's no
That
need
doesn't
for
change
this.
anything. We'll deal with it later, but right now, you're the one I'm concerned with.
You called the shots. Georgie made that perfectly clear.
In which case, you still
And
have
Vivian.
a lot to answer for.
I
And
was
I
told
don't...
I would be allowed to speak.
We have to
Yes.
read the rest of the charges.
What other charges?
If you'd wait a moment.
I'm well aware of my rights, Miss White.
Let her finish. Then you can have your say.
Yeah.
Got it?
If you insist.
You are charged with the murder of Faith and Lily, which Georgie carried out on your order, inciting violence against various members of the Fabletown community, including the attempted murder of Sheriff Bigby Wolf.
Twice.
A misunderstanding.
Aiding and providing monetary support for the forced prostitution at the Pudding and Pie. Additionally, you are charged with multiple counts of fraud, extortion, racketeering, and the illegal possession and sale of magical artifacts. Now, is there
And kidnapping
anything you
Crane.
would
I
like to
was
say?
too slow in reading the options.
First of all, I had nothing to do with Faith and Lily, so you can strike that one from your little record book.
Bullshit! Like hell you didn't.
Stop the charade. We know you're
Come on, it's obvious.
And there's all the other crap he's done.
Everyone just shut up for a minute.
I really wish I
Wanted
would
a
have
chance
pointed
to
out the
talk,
Crane
we'll
thing.
Go ahead.
What?
We all know he's guilty. What the fuck does he need to speak for?
The Crooked Man has committed crimes against this government and, most importantly, its citizens. These charges, if proven, are enough to justify death, upon which your body will be committed to the witching
Where it
well.
fucking belongs.
That's
So
right.
let's get
But
on
we
with it
promised
then.
you a chance to defend yourself, and I won't rob you of that right.
What the
You're
fuck?
really going
This
to
is
let him
about
talk?
justice. If we're ever going to pull ourselves together and make something of this town, we have to start doing things correctly. No more snap judgments, no more secrets. We are going to treat everyone fairly, even when they don't deserve it.
Yep. That seems right.
This is ridiculous.
You have the floor.
Thank you,
Yes,
Miss White.
please explain.
You've all met Georgie. I don't have to tell you what kind of person he was. He was a total scoundrel, lacking in any sort of moral fiber. I hired him as a favor to his family, you see. A promise kept to a dying mother.
Oh,
Are you gonna
jeez.
get to your point or what?
Georgie was working for me, yes. But he was not acting on my behalf when he killed those women. It was his business. And for whatever reason, I'm sure only he could understand, he murdered 2 of his most faithful employees. I had nothing to do with it.
Tell
This
the
is such
fucking
bullshit.
truth for
He's
once.
always been a bit of a powder keg. It was only a matter of time before something like this happened.
Georgie seemed pretty convinced he didn't have a say in the matter.
Maybe I should have let him
Clearly
speak.
misunderstood my intention.
Really?
I would never authorize such an act.
Any of you actually believe this bullshit?
Holly, please.
Tell them, Bigby. When you finally showed up at my door last night, wasn't I more than helpful? I answered your questions. I was willing to cooperate.
What's he talking about?
Helpful isn't the word I would use.
My comrades are another matter. And I'm sorry for the predicament.
He himself has been somewhat
They get
cooperative.
a bit carried away sometimes, it's true. Loyal to the end. They do it because they want to protect me, as I protected them. You understand wanting to protect what you care about, don't you? You'd do anything. You might even give up an innocent man, just to save someone.
What's he talking about?
I really hope you're going somewhere with this.
I don't
see
remember.
You want to cut right to the point. I can appreciate that. Let me explain this to you. My employees are just that, hired help.
Did I give someone
Some
up?
of them are here among you. They are not my slaves. They are all free to make their own decisions, as Georgie was.
What
Not
about
quite.
Lily? She wasn't free. She wasn't given a choice. Do you really think she wanted... that any of those girls wanted their lives like that?
I'm sorry, Holly. I'm sorry that your sister asked me for help, and I'm sorry that I decided against my better judgment to give her a distasteful job.
Right, and you kept them in debt so they couldn't leave.
Yeah. That's what you did to us. How you kept us all
You
in
forget
line.
it was not me who put you in that position. You all act like I'm some kind of tyrant. When your government abandoned you, left you poor and helpless, sniveling on
He's a
street
good
corners,
talker, but we have
I
to
was
find a
there
way
to look
through
out for
him.
you.
Make a good point against him.
Wasn't I?
That was
Crane
Crane.
was the one who let this town go to the fucking dogs. The guy who was in your pocket, remember?
Really? What about Auntie Greenleaf? Her story is not uncommon. She left everything she had back in the homelands. Everything that matters, anyway.
Yeah, and then you made
Nowhere
her
else
make
to
illegal
turn,
drugs.
She came to me for help. And what did I do for you?
You got my tree back.
I got her tree back, and in turn we used her magic to help poor Fables get glamours. Because I helped her, she was able to make a living, provide for herself. And what did they do?
They burned my tree to ashes.
Because it's illegal.
You burned it down?
You see?
Why would you do that?
There's more to this than they're saying, okay? It was necessary to keep this town safe. Greenleaf was using her magic to help Crane and the Crooked Man.
What choice did I have?
It wasn't her fault.
You can lie to yourself, but you can't
It
lie
was
to
her
me.
fault.
You hated Crane, and you hated him for wanting to fuck you, and you being too soft to notice what he'd do to get it. It had nothing to do with a crooked man.
We've made some mistakes. I've made some mistakes. But believe
Making illegal
me,
drugs?
I truly want
Bad.
what's best for this town.
It's that simple.
And that may not always be clear right away. But I want you all to know that I care deeply about all of you.
I don't consider it a mistake.
And so does the sheriff.
Yeah, right.
I can't promise you perfection. No one can. But I can promise to always have your best interests at heart.
Like you did with her?
We didn't get you into this situation. He did.
Well, you yourselves
The
did.
crooked
That's
man's
what I
been
mean.
exploiting you. Exploiting your hope for a better life. You
Make
would
better
go to him
decisions.
for help, and he would take that weakness and add it to his strength. And if things didn't fall exactly his way, someone would die.
He took Faith and Lily from us. And while we can never get them back, we can certainly punish who's responsible.
For creating the framework through which that was possible, at the very least.
You're all still afraid of him, even now. But you needn't be. His contamination of this town is over, and those girls will have their justice.
Even she's siding. Okay, I didn't expect that. I figured she would just be pissed.
Very good, very good. The sentiment is surely appreciated, Miss White. But it doesn't disguise the fact that these accusations are completely unfounded.
That's
the
not
sheriff
true.
simply doesn't have a particle of evidence linking me to the
Georgie was working for you. Bigby got a confession
A confession that nobody heard. Now, I'm no barrister,
Yeah, we would have needed Vivian.
Bigby weren't the only one to whom Georgie spoke, especially given Bigby's history.
What are you talking about?
Snow?
So, are we done?
No, we are not done.
Say nothing? I don't think we had a good response. There's little, yeah.
Maybe he's... I mean, this doesn't feel right, how we're doing this. I just
Of course it's right. This man tormented all of you, for profit! Georgie
Let me
killed
just
him.
make sure I understand you. You're trying to say that I'm responsible for what Georgie did, because he was working for me at the time, yes?
Yes.
Of course. Yes, you're responsible.
Yes, he's responsible. He
If
gave
I'm
the
to
order.
blame for Georgie's mistakes, shouldn't Miss White be held accountable for Bigby's actions as well?
Like what?
How about the way he treated the poor woodsman when he was in your custody? He was beaten to mashed apples while under your watch.
Under my watch.
Maybe he's right. Did you think we'd all just let that go?
You can't be serious.
That was different.
What? You think you shouldn't be held accountable?
You're the one on trial here. Don't try to turn this around on us.
Besides, Crane was still deputy mayor when that happened.
Exactly.
Right before you decided to kidnap him.
It was for
Yes,
his
thank
own
you for
protection.
finally...
Oh, you're right, dear. Crane was in charge. Sometimes it's hard to tell the difference.
That's enough.
So, you won't answer for your employees' behavior, but I must perish for
This
mine.
is completely different.
I
We all...
did not order those two girls dead. It simply never happened. Georgie killed Faith and Lily. End of story. They want to scapegoat me for their own tangled ends, but they refuse to answer for their own crimes.
This isn't right.
Oh, please.
This isn't the point.
We'll deal with them after we deal with you.
Listen, I know...
De-escalate, I think.
High when we need them to.
Bluebeard, please.
What's that supposed to mean?
Everyone calm down. This isn't
I
the
mean, a
reason we're
certain
here.
level of privilege should be afforded to...
This is how it's always been.
This is what I'm talking about. We lashed our ropes to this diseased world, and ever since, which one of us has been there for you? Who filled your lives with the promise of more? Who was there while they idly played in their towers?
In their towers.
Treating you as mindless children, too stupid to command your own destiny. Without me, who will pay your rent when you're on the verge of eviction? Who will dare challenge their brutality when it leaks to our dear citizens? Who will protect you from the big bad wolf?
I've been very polite.
Who will be the...
Bigby! Miss White!
Yeah, she can talk now. I forgot about her.
Excuse me, dear.
I wanted to make sure I had the chance to say something.
Why don't you take a moment to catch your breath, little
What's
one?
she doing here?
Yeah, because Vivian died.
I'd like to... I need to say something.
We're kind of in the middle of something.
Bluebeard.
She has something to say, and we're gonna listen.
We're gonna, yeah.
Go right ahead.
You probably don't remember me. I don't know why I was afraid to come
My
here.
dear, I don't
Just
know
shut up. You enslaved us for years. Let us hear stories about what you do. Told us we would lose everything if we stepped just one toe out of line. And we couldn't say a word about it because of these damn ribbons. But you know what? Now it's my turn to talk.
How are you?
I found Vivian's body. Did you kill her? Did he?
Sheriff, this is highly irregular.
Be quiet.
We need to establish some order here.
She wanted you all
Vivian
freed.
wanted you freed
Yeah.
from the ribbons. She took her own life.
I'm sorry, I don't think I know
Nerissa!
your-
My name is Nerissa.
It's okay, my dear. It's going to be just...
He ordered them dead. This fucker. Faith and Lily.
That's a lie.
I was in the goddamn room when he did it. Faith and Lily are dead because of you. The only two people who ever gave a damn about me. And now I can finally say, you're an asshole. And I hope you rot at the bottom of the witching well for what you did.
Let's stay quiet.
Nerissa, you heard him. You witnessed this?
He made Georgie do it. It was always him. Georgie would have never done anything without his say-so. Ever.
You're going to take the word of a stupid...
At least 5 other girls will back me up on this. We all heard you say it.
Did you now?
Looks like we found our evidence.
She saw it firsthand.
He's guilty.
good enough for me.
Me too.
So that's it, right?
Calm down the witching well. Nah, that's too fucking easy for a crook like that.
What do you mean?
He's gotta pay for what he did.
Listen to yourselves!
You're all rats, fleeing from one sinking ship to the next. So quick to latch onto whatever will keep your miserable lives afloat.
Or
This
criminals
is how
away.
you want to repay all I've done for you.
What, you take 2 people's lives away and now you want mercy?
You know we can't let you go free after this.
Wait!
What?
I wonder what they'll say about you when the tide turns. What
There
lies
is no
they'll...
appeals process.
Well done, then.
Now, for your sentence.
We don't have to become murderers.
What are you talking about?
He's guilty. I know that, but we don't have to kill anybody.
So what do you
We
propose?
can imprison him. Lock him up forever. Somewhere he can never hurt anyone again.
How can we be sure he won't escape?
I can help. We'll use magic.
That's
I
not
assure
good
you.
enough.
Maybe
There will
she
be
has
more
a point.
if he isn't
Hasn't
stopped.
there been
I
enough
don't give a
bloodshed
shit
So we
already?
get rid of
Too
him.
dangerous.
Yeah, that's a
You
lot of
can
people
send him away.
talking.
Listen up! Clearly, we're having trouble agreeing on a suitable punishment. So I think
This is going nowhere.
someone needs to make a decision.
Who?
I hope you aren't suggesting yourself.
We should have a vote. Make it democratic.
Do you
I
really
guess.
think that's going to work?
He's right. Nobody can agree on anything.
What about Bigby?
What about him?
Yeah, what
He
about
was
him?
appointed. He's the only official representative, really. He should be the judge.
I don't think I want to be the
sense to me.
judge.
I guess it does.
Okay.
Fine.
Are you sure? This isn't how
It's what the people want, Miss White.
Okay, Mr. Wolf, it's your call.
Snow.
Just do what you think is right.
Well, Snow also doesn't seem to know. Please don't put a time limit on this.
Yes, Sheriff.
Oh, damn.
Do what you think is right.
Teach him a fucking
Don't
lesson.
well rip his head off.
He
No.
has to die.
Lock him up.
Just fucking get rid of him.
We're not murderers.
Everyone, I'm...
Not this way.
That is gonna be good. No, don't push him. No, no. Not doing that.
You all remember this moment.
He's gonna kick himself in.
Me when you try to sleep.
You said you had a way to keep him from hurting people.
Wait, you
After
can't
what
be serious.
he's done, you just gonna put him in prison?
This isn't the way, Sheriff.
You're doing the right thing.
Yes, there's a way.
I'm not sure it will work on his portal dimensional
Alright,
magic,
do it.
but okay. I guess we'll try. One day later, I was thinking this is gonna be like months, years later. We suddenly look a lot better. Guess we slept for once. So, about that paperwork, huh? So he turned into a bird?
Not what I was expecting. Morning, crooked man.
He's got a sharp tongue. I thought it would be better for everyone if he parted with it.
Thanks, Greenleaf.
Don't forget this the next time your deputy mayor gets an itch to destroy my worldly possessions.
Hey, Sheriff. Are you gonna come see the truck off? We're leaving for the farm in a few. Thought you might want to. I don't know.
I'll be down in a minute.
Okay, great.
This fucking line.
Yeah, bureaucracy, right? Yeah, we're gonna have some problems to deal with, but, you know, nobody's murdering anyone.
Oh, Mr. Wolf, Flycatcher left his keys.
Thanks?
Right. Thanks.
I'm sorry, Sheriff. I have to take care of this.
So we need some more
We'll
office
talk
workers.
later, okay?
What am I supposed to do with these keys? I don't get it.
Good morning, Miss White.
You're late.
Is Flycatcher gonna have released the Crooked Man somehow? Because he forgot his keys? There's gonna be some bad plot twist, right? At least that's the feeling I have.
I'm going. Jesus.
We only have like 5 minutes.
Then carry me for fuck's sake. I don't give a shit.
You forgot these.
Oh, thank you. It's been pretty busy around here.
Morning, Sheriff.
Sorry, dude.
Fucking day. Shit. Just go grab that, would you?
How are you, holding up? I know this isn't ideal for you.
We'll try and produce more or something.
I'm walking, all right? Calm down.
Wait! Sheriff Bigby! I have something.
You know, he was up crying all night, poor kid.
Can you give this to Miss White, please? Dad says there's no time to say goodbye, so if you could bring it to her.
What is it?
She was nice. So
What is it?
I couldn't take them all with me, and she said she liked that one the best. It's a willow beetle. That's a big one. They're cool, 'cause when they're little, they have these pouches that squirt juice at you if you touch them.
I'm sure she'll love it.
She said it was pretty.
That's cute.
That's everybody.
What's it like at the farm? I've heard ogres live there, and they eat people in their sleep sometimes.
God, I hope not.
Do we have to go? I want to stay here.
Well, we don't have a choice anymore.
I'm sorry, TJ, but look on the bright
Don't
side.
want to
okay?
talk bad about
Plenty of
this
space to
dad.
run around, and a nice river nearby, so you can swim all you want.
Even in daytime?
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
totally.
don't have to worry about the Mundy seeing you. It'll be nice. Come on, it won't be so bad.
Have you been there before?
No, some of the animals aren't comfortable around wolves.
So you wouldn't know, would you?
We're all set.
Bye, Mr. Wolf.
Goodbye, TJ.
I'm curious how many people got this ending to send them off.
Are you
Still mad?
at me?
Yeah.
Would it change your mind? You got another one of those? How about a smoke for the road? One last time? Thanks, Bigby. Always a gentleman, aren't you, Bigby?
Well,
I guess I'll see you around. Stay out of trouble, okay? If you even can.
no promises. No, I'll try.
Try.
Yeah, me too.
Are there only two? I figured there would be like more of them.
Saying goodbye?
Hi.
Hi.
You're still wearing that thing.
Oh. Yeah. I guess I am. It's not easy to forget. I know it seems like I should be able to. It's just...
How about we help her?
Let me help.
Bigby, I know you're trying to help. But this is just something I need to do on my own. Okay?
Sure.
Listen, I came here because I have to tell you something.
What is it?
It's about what happened to Faith and Lily. I'm not sure where to start. Faith Lily and I, we had this plan. We were gonna find a way out. Leave the pudding and pie for good. But then Faith decided to get some leverage. She stole a picture of Crane and Lily together. The minute Faith stole that photo, we had dirt on one of the Crooked Man's allies. If he found out, I had no choice. You have to understand. You've seen how they kept us quiet in that place. Can you imagine the lengths they go just to silence someone who had physical evidence?
Stay quiet, let her talk.
I freaked out, okay? I thought if I came clean to Georgie, he'd get the Crooked Man to leave us alone. We could just forget the whole thing. Maybe try again in a few years.
You what?
So I told him everything. And I begged for mercy for all of us. I didn't want anyone to die over a picture.
Well,
you were just trying to protect them.
Which is stupid in that case.
Yeah. Georgie promised he'd smooth things over with the Crooked Man. But then... Oh, God.
It's trying to be comforting.
I don't know what happened, but that night at the club, Georgie came back and told me things had changed. He had to make an example of us. We had committed treason. And while the two of us were sitting there, as he was telling me this, Faith walked in, and I had to watch while Georgie...
Wait, so Georgie told you all this? Not the Crooked Man? Back at the well, you said...
I know what I said.
But it wasn't the truth, was it?
What does it matter? I know the Crooked Man did it. So what if it wasn't the whole truth? It was true enough.
So you think that makes it okay to lie?
I know he ordered their deaths. I wasn't gonna let him get away with it because of a stupid technicality. Especially after... that night, after Faith. I tried to warn Lily, but she wasn't with her scheduled appointment. So I did the only thing I could do. I left Faith's head at your doorstep.
You?
I walked her over here, and I left her, just hoping that maybe if I couldn't save them, could at least save the rest of us.
So, that piece of fabric I found near there, that was you?
Yeah, I cut my leg trying to get over the fence.
So you started all this?
I just pointed you in the right direction. People like us get forgotten all the time. The Crooked Man was counting on that. When we suffer, we do it in silence, and the world likes it that way. We just fade, like we never existed. I couldn't watch that happen to Faith, or Lily. Nobody cares about us. Not really.
Sorry you had to do that.
Sorry, Nerissa.
I guess.
I'm sorry that's what it took to get me to pay attention.
It'll be different now. You'll make things right. You and Snow.
I don't know. Seems like no matter what I do, it's just not enough for her, or anyone. I just can't win with these people.
I know it might feel that way, but they need you, Bigby. Both of you. You two make a good team. The way you look out for each other, and look out for us. You don't see that a lot these days.
I didn't like any of those options, really.
Look, Bigby. After everything you've done for us, maybe they don't want to admit it, but without you, none of this would have happened. You listened when no one else would. You knew when to show mercy, and you brought justice to this town. Finally. Because you brought the Crooked Man in, everyone saw who he really was. So from where I'm standing, you did the right thing. You've been given this job for a reason. And I left Faith at your doorstep because I knew if anyone stood a chance against the Crooked Man, it was you.
I hope I've at least done some good here.
Think so.
You've changed this place. For better or worse, Fabletown wouldn't be the same without you. You're not as bad as everyone says you are.
Why that metallic noise? It's very unpleasant.
I have to tell you something.
I feel like we've met before.
You're trying to place me. You like my ribbon? Do you like it?
Faith wore one too. Would hide her beauty so she could escape his kingdom.
They used to call me the Little Mermaid.
Dr. Swinehart ever get back to you about Faith?
He said he wanted to run more tests. I hope you find what you're looking for. I'll see you around, Wolf.
And that's it? Okay. Okay, so let's go over this. So, most people decided to not make him suffer. You know, I figure maybe he'll survive somehow through some magic. Surprisingly, most people by far brought him in alive. That's surprising. I figured a lot of people would just try and, you know, push him through the window and probably a lot more and have some sort of fight with him. I don't know. And half of people chose to, or almost half, chose to imprison. That is, again, much more than I expected. So almost everyone decided to give him a trial. I wonder what happens after that. Like, you just have a very short dialogue where you just explain yourself, I guess. And then half of people chose to imprison. So, what? I guess the other 50% is pretty much split between pushing him down the well and just ripping his head off. Because those are the options, right? And then everyone accepted TJ's gift because TJ's cute. Why not? And then just over half, I hope I've done some good. Which seems like a normal way to go. Special stats. We lied to him. We fought him. We offered the butcher protection, yes. We gave him a drink. We sent him to the farm. And where's my, I gave him the entire pack of cigarettes. Where's that? We took him to the witching well and we imprisoned him. We left him, Georgie, to die. Greenleaf, we burned her tree. And then she helped. But I don't see why the game made such a big deal about like burning the tree, which was used to make illegal drugs. Or illegal magic, I guess. And I guess we tried to take the ribbon. Just trying to help her, but maybe that was pushing a little. Brought her along with you to the trip trap. Trip trap, yeah, that's early. You promised to bring the crooked man back alive, which we did. And we chose to wait for Tiny Tim. Why not? Everyone was being polite. We chose to arrest Woody. Oh my god, that's loud. Sorry about that. Well, it's not nothing I could do about that, but boy, that was loud. I don't know what I was expecting, but maybe it was somehow this. Just the opening first 10 minutes, I guess, where you, take out one of the Ds? I wonder how all of that like works out if you decided to kill one of the Ds in episode 4. I wonder how that works out. Or if you interrogate one of the Ds instead of Woody, like how does that change things? I'm gonna have to look it up, really. I'm curious. I will look it up. Because, yeah, now we got stabbed a couple of times, which is why at the start of this episode, it was the Ds and Georgie who attacked us primarily, and both Ds, one was holding us and one was attacking us. So if you killed one earlier, then we wouldn't have maybe end up stabbing Georgie? Is that how that could have gone? Again, very curious how that goes. But such a super enjoyable game, this. It's just great for a calm playthrough, though I must say a little fast on some of those QTEs, which also makes me think, I wonder how everything happens if you chase after the Crooked Man initially and not actually, you know, go follow Georgie and Vivian's car. But it was such a quick decision you have to make. It's, yeah, like I thought that limo would have been that one, but I figured it's just a distraction, you know, it's not real. And continue the story, okay? Didn't know they had physical comics. Really didn't know. Clearly very different art style. I really like this wolf. Looks cool. Slow loading, main menu, very loud, very dark, freezing. Yeah, this loading on the main menu is always horrendous the first time you start up. Alright, so fantastic game, good storyline. I'm very curious about the other choices, what path, what changes. Again, that's what Telltale does well. It's a very good formula. It's sad that they don't, well, I guess they themselves don't make games like that anymore. There is definitely something to like the episodic model of storytelling. It just makes me think of, well, after this time, or after the Telltale time, I think I can only come up with, what is it, Kentucky Route Zero? Heard great things about that, because that recently finished, the entire arc. I've heard very good things about that. But I don't think there's been a lot of this type of like episodic, longer story, you know, make your own choices kind of thing, or at least not that I've noticed. There probably have been some, but I'm not sure many have been nearly as successful as these have been. Because of course they had very good, you know, IPs. So many well-known series, and I think this was their best, I think. I mean, I really enjoyed the Monkey Island one, don't get me wrong. The zombie ones, what is it, The Last of Us? Yeah, The Last of Us. Those were pretty okay too, pretty solid. But I think for me the Monkey Island and this are much better. In originality, I think this is definitely it. And Monkey Island because, well, it's Monkey Island. What are you gonna do? Alright, I enjoyed playing this a lot. Let me know if you played this, how your story went. I'm genuinely curious like what you guys ended up picking, if it was very similar to what I ended up picking, or if, yeah, how things were so different. I'm genuinely curious to hear it, so leave a comment, and if you liked the video, please thumb it up and consider subscribing. I'll be doing a lot more video games in the future. And for now, I'll be thinking about which one to pick next, because as always, there's always a good list to pick from. Alright, hope you guys enjoyed that, and see you guys next time. See you, dudes.